As it gets closer to the 1-year anniversary since Project Caesar/EU5 was first revealed through the Tinto Talks, I want to quickly recap what we know so far about the game and when we can expect EU5/Project Caesar to be released. While it is not official that Project Caesar is actually EU5, based on the hints that the devs have told us and the knowledge we've learned through the Tinto Talks, it seems pretty likely. EU4, as it now stands, is currently the oldest Paradox game that is still being developed. It was released in 2013 and is definitely reaching the end of its life cycle. Therefore, a new game like EU5 will fill in EU4's time period nicely, going from 1337 to what appears to be 1837, from the Middle Ages to the end of the Napoleonic era. So what are the exciting things that will be coming with this new game? EU5 will be built from the ground up with new code. This means that a lot of the clunk and old issues with EU4 stemming from its 10 plus years of development will not be there anymore, alongside EU5 hopefully being better optimized. Looking at the actual meat of the game, we see that a lot of cool new things are coming, including going from just under 4,000 provinces in EU4 to almost 30,000 locations in EU5. This is the base interactable unit for both games. EU5 will also have a massively overhauled economics and population system, with a lot of the features feeling more like Victoria 2 and less like Europa Universalis 4. Mana is now to be done away with and replaced with more concrete systems, including advances tailored to your nation and research speed tied specifically to your pops in your country. There's so many other new features coming to EU5, including a new international organization system, a situation system to deal with historical events, updates to how dynasties and ruler mechanics work, changes to how the army and navy system work, completely new map modes such as vegetation and climate, new country types including settled countries, army-based countries, extraterritorial countries, and Society of Pops, amongst many other things which are in the Tinto Talks and which will be forthcoming in future Tinto Talks. So now, when can we expect EU5 to be released? I think it's safe to say that Project Caesar has likely been in development for a number of years beyond what we've seen from the Tinto Talks. This inference comes from Paradox Tinto being formed 2020, 4+ years ago. And since the codename for the dev diaries for EU5 are the Tinto Talks, it's likely that Paradox Tinto was formed to work on this game right away from 2020. The sheer amount of content we've seen and the sheer amount of maps we've seen does lend to the fact that the game is probably closer than not. We even recently received in a special edition of the Tinto Maps the whole world map. We were also told that there will be a new dev diary called Tinto Flavor, which will help polish out the individual regions of the world and take in feedback. My opinion would be that Project Caesar will be coming by the end of the year, and it feels there's only so much more they can really develop before release, considering they especially like releasing DLCs. I could imagine that after the 50-second Tinto Talk, maybe the game will be shown through gameplay, considering that will be a full year after the initial Tinto Talks release. It's also possible that maybe the game doesn't really function through gameplay right now, and the devs are scrambling to get the game ready to be shown. However, I feel like the game is more polished than most people would think. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below and how far away you think EU5/Project Caesar is. Sincerely, Wonder Productions.